Here at the hospital. So again, doing the podcast from the car. Well, if you look at the market yesterday, I was not there throughout the day, but then yes, of course, I could see, the Nifty actually fell in the first half, and of course there was a good opportunity for a trade, and that was shared in the Gold Club. Though I could not take it myself, I'm sure all of those people who have taken the trade would be sitting with some real good profits today. Well, of course, keeping that aside, so Nifty did see a weakness in the morning itself with a big sell-off. So we could see the Nifty actually going down. But then we could see a good support being taken at 18,200, and from there we could see the recovery. In fact, every sector kind of was weak, but major power actually came in from the banking sector. So we could see SBI actually moving the banking sector actually higher, and we could see Nifty kind of stabilizing because of that, and we could see a kind of almost flattish closing. We closed at around 18,267. But one thing that we had discussed yesterday was, of course, the important Federal Reserve meeting minutes, which was going to come out yesterday night, and that is what could affect the market, and that's exactly why we did not go with heavy positions. And one good thing I would say is, yes, as expected, the Federal Reserve meeting has actually given a positive cue. So what they say is that since the economy is already in a difficult situation, so their pace of increasing the rate hikes would actually reduce. So that's of course a positive thing, and we could see the U.S. markets actually rallying again, and we could see most of the U.S. indices, all of them in green, but then we could see Nasdaq especially up by almost 1%. So that was something really good, and we could also see the heavyweight Tesla in U.S. So Tesla was at 52-week low, and finally some brokerages have covered and said that now it is time to start buying, and that's exactly why we could see almost an 8% rise in Tesla. And of course I'm holding Tesla stocks as well, and that did rise up really well. So almost 8% up yesterday, and that actually gave power to Nasdaq as well. So finally yesterday IT actually did not perform really well, but of course HCL and Infosys, both of them have been strongly holding up to the levels. Not only them, even TCS. So IT sector is kind of strongly holding up. So now that Nasdaq is starting to rise, and of course Nasdaq has risen up for the last 2 days, looks like the IT sector is actually going to, take some breather and come out of the long bear, phase. So that's something that needs to be watched out. Like power comes in. So naturally, when the U.S. markets have done good, and the Federal Reserve has come out slightly positive, definitely the Asian markets have shown that sign. So Asian markets are all trading in the green. Japan, Korea, all of them are in good green today in the start of the morning itself. But if you see the SGX Nifty, it's already trading more than 18,450. So if you remember, 18,450 is a very important resistance. Last week also, in Nifty tried to break that, but 18,450 was not broken. So today also we're expecting a big gap up. We're looking for an opening close to 18,400 levels. And now the important level to be watched would be the 18,450. If at all 18,450 is broken decisively, probably we could see a higher rise to 80, towards 18,500, which is also a resistance. So I would say 18,450 to 500 is a resistance zone, and until which is not broken, 18,600, which is the all-time high, is not kind of achievable. But however, things are looking very positive, so it could be achievable also. But will it happen in the next series? Because today is the expiry for November series, so probably let us see if December could be the series. So overall, generally it has been October which has been a great month for the stock market every year. If you remember, the all-time high last year was also hit in October 2021. So this time, will it happen in December? But December is generally a slightly sluggish month, and with no results and no major news coming up. So will it happen this year, this month, or will December be a month of consolidation? Is something that needs to be watched out. However, on the lower side, if you see 18,200 would be a very important support. So 18,200. So I'm expecting the Nifty to kind of close between 18,200 and 18,500 today. So let's see. However, these are just expectations, right? Like we always say, we can never predict the market, but yes, surely we can anticipate. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. Thank you, Pro Shrivan, for that comment. Yes, this has to go on. Well, so now looking for today, like I told you, 18,200 to 500 could be an important level to be watched. And any break of 18,450, I would say we need to watch, be careful. And or any break of 18,500 could temporarily take up, closer to the higher level of 18600. But on the lower side, 18200 looks like a very important and strong support. So not expecting to break that. Let's see how things go. Apart from that, if you look at some stock specific news, Vedanta had announced a 17 rupee 50 paise dividend, the second interim dividend, which is almost like 5% of the stock price, right? So anybody holding on the ex date is November 30th. So anybody who's holding Vedanta as on November 30th would be receiving this dividend. But then if you see, people are kind of concerned. That's exactly why we could see a slightly bearish trend there. So, people are concerned that this company, which already is leveraged high, and, this has huge debts. So such a company, if it is planning to give out so much dividend, what will happen with the company's cash flow? So that was a kind of thing which is actually driving the market. So if you see last time also they've given almost 6 to 7%. So if you just look at the dividend returns of Vedanta in this financial year, it could be more than 15%. So that's something that needs to be watched. So based on that, what I expect is probably the market can actually hold up till November 30th, because people would want to hold the stocks for the dividend, and probably we could see some sell-off coming in the Vedanta stock after November 30th. So that needs to be watched. I would say, it's a plan that you need to judge between the 5% dividend or the fall. So nobody knows how big the fall would be. Would it be 5% or even more? So even if you get a fall on November 30th of up to 5%, that would be compensated with your dividend. And if anything goes, you know, higher than that fall, then probably yes. But I mean, I guess all of us are holding at average price around 260. So those are holding about 260, it is still a profit. So I don't think we need to worry about it. But this is only for new investors if anybody's planning to get into DLF. Sorry, not DLF, Vedanta. Apart from that, we could see some weakness in the DLF, which actually is kind of taking support yesterday. So today, hopefully, looks like DLF can get back to track. So in fact, we had made a small, investment into it, which did not work out really well. But then looks like now things are getting back to track. So it needs to be watched. See if at all 18450 and 500 is broken, there will be general market positivity, which can actually lead to a temporary rise in the market also. So that means all the sectors could actually give a small rally also. So it's very important to see how the markets go. But today being monthly expiry, yes, it's a monthly expiry for Nifty and Bank Nifty. So because of which we might, definitely we will see a lot of volatility, but we cannot take this as a direction of the market today, because this could be more of, because of the monthly expiry. So let us see how the market actually sets the direction tomorrow, which could be important to kind of see how things are. However, one thing is there today, when if at all there is any market fall in between, I would take that opportunity to actually sell some put options for the next week, whenever I can. However, I'm not tracking the market on a this thing, completely actively today. But let me see. I should be probably a little free by 10, so I should be looking at being slightly active in the market after 10 to 11. So that's it from my side. I hope, yeah, this is kind of clear. Yesterday I made some changes today, so hope we did not have so much disturbance like yesterday. Fine. So that's it from my side. Looking forward to a great day ahead, a profitable day, and I'm sure all the Gold Club members would be sitting with already more than 1% profit for this week. So looking forward to that. Thanks, Pro Ashan. Yes, of course, that the commitment is not just to the community but to ourselves as well, right? We are in this business. Okay, so that's it for now. Have a great day. See you.